Okay, by this point, it's almost like a drinking game, right? 3 more escapees have been captured after that colossal New Orleans jailbreak 2 weeks ago. You probably remember 10 inmates breaking free, leaping for their freedom off the loading dock. I just can't. So over the weekend, also 7 other people were arrested for allegedly helping those fellas stay on the run. And I'm going to give you more about them in a minute because, believe me, there is quite a story to tell there. But the latest escaped inmate to be captured was a guy named Lenton Van Buren, no relation to the president. He was caught yesterday 80 miles away from the New Orleans jail in Baton Rouge. Most of his fellow escapees were caught within 10 miles of the jail, so this guy clearly had a better plan, but it was not a perfect plan. And why do I say that? Because here is Van Buren being loaded into a chopper in cuffs in a brand new orange jumpsuit that he probably didn't plan to wear. He had been jailed and awaiting trial on illegal weapons charges, but of course, now he's going to face felony escape on top of those charges. Another guy named Leo Tate and still a third named Jermaine Donald. Here's some video you'll want to watch. This is them being captured yesterday, arrested in Walker County, Texas by the Texas Department of Public Safety. Tate was awaiting trial on burglary, vehicle theft, weapons, and drugs. And Donald was facing charges of second-degree murder, aggravated battery, possession of a firearm by a felon, and obstruction of justice. So let's just watch this for a second, because I always love this stuff. Let's just turn up the volume.
All the way out. Cool. Back to quick. 93, slow everybody down.
So now, like Mr. Van Buren and all the rest of the escapees, they are both going to have escape added to the list of charges against them. And I guess they really mean what they say. You can run, but you can't hide. Body cam proves it. So this means 8 down, but 2 still to go. And by the way, the 2 still to go are no picnic. That there's Antoine Massey, right? Derek Groves right beside him on the right. They were both of them awaiting identical trials on 2 counts of second-degree murder and 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder, as well as battery of a correctional employee. Like I said, no picnic. And you notice there Antoine Massey has a collection of face tattoos that would rival Post Malone. So it's a bit of a head-scratcher that he is among the last 2 out there yet to be caught. Like, you don't even need facial recognition to see that guy. And by the way, these 10 inmates might be making some big-time enemies fast, because 7 more people were just arrested and tossed into jail over the weekend for helping those inmates stay hidden. 3 of the people arrested are family members of an escapee. The escapee named Lenton Van Buren. Again, no relation to President Van Buren. But if only those folks, 5 of them, who helped him, apparently, had been this dedicated to him before he ended up in jail. Here is the list of the newest members of the inmate population, all arrested for accessory after the fact of escape. Let's start with the Van Buren family. Yes, family. Lenton Van Buren Sr., so that sounds like that's possibly the inmate's dad. Lenika Van Buren, 28 years old, maybe Lenton's sister. And Patricia Van Buren, just 18 years old. Maybe another sister, and already getting a bad start to her adult life. And then there was Tyshania Randolph, also charged with helping Lenton Van Buren, and so was Angel McKay. What were you 5 thinking? Where's this got you? Now you're in where he was. And then there's a guy named Emmett Weber. Emmett was arrested for helping 2 of the escapees, but they haven't told us which 2 or where they got him. And Diamond White. Diamond White was arrested for helping that guy, Antoine Massey, the guy with the face tattoos, who, again, still out there, still on the run, so, you know, keep your eyes peeled. Maybe he's still out there because of Diamond's help. These 7 are in addition to the 6 other people who've been charged with helping the inmates escape and stay escaped. And that brings our scorecard to 8 escapees captured, 2 still on the run, and 13 people locked up in Orange because they're alleged to have helped them. But since every day it seems we have a new arrest, my friends, please watch this space.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.